Samritam Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Vande Nityananda Saharitam Shri Nandanandanam Vande Shri Radhika Charanadvayam Gopijana Smaita Vrindavanam Manoharam Om Angyantamandasya Kinanjana Saka Chakshuramitamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jai Jai Sri Radhe. So this is Kartik class, Yadik Mas, July 23rd? 23rd. We're discussing Vilapa Kusumanjali with commentaries by Raghunatha Das Babaji and Ananda Gopal Goswami. We're discussing verse 82, which is Nisha Lila Abhisar Radharani, and her feet got tired, and she asked Srimati Das Goswami to massage her feet. That was basically it. And Tulsi Manjari was very happy because Radharani called her by name. Hey Tulsi, come massage my feet. So Radharani took a break on the way to Vamshivat and had her foot massaged and got energy and relief and ran on to meet Krishna for Vaslila. So at that, when Tulsi got called by Radharani for seva, she said, Nijajana, I feel so happy she called me by name and accepted me, Nijajana, her own person. So we discussed yesterday, not us discussed the point of purport, how service to Radharani is the life of a kinkari. And so there's one more point here in the commentary, discusses the intimacy of the Manjaris and Radharani. Radharani she trusts her Manjaris as much as she loves them. Interesting sentence. So you see the relation between trust and love. No trust, no love. No love, no trust. So if you really love someone, then it means you know them and then you trust them. You trust them with your secrets, with your life, with your everything. So these are important moods and feelings that have to be manifested in the life of a sadhaka, love and trust. Because this is an age where people are very distrusting for good reason. No one trusts anyone, and that's because of the age of cheating and Kali Yuga, so everyone's cheating. But Radharani's realm, where Radharani lives, the foundation of that realm is love and trust. Except when you apply it to Krishna. You can love Krishna, but you can't trust him. Radharani loves Krishna unlimitedly, but she doesn't trust him. Because as soon as he leaves Radharani, he goes to Chandramali. That's part of the Lila. So Radharani understands, I can make this Manjari, Tulsi Manjari, serve me just like I want it. But Radharani can't count on everyone like that. During the Rasa dance, Radha sees that Krishna's feet are hurting. So she tells her loving kinkaris, hey kinkari, massage her feet, massage Krishna's feet. So similarly, now Radharani is ordering Tulsi Manjari, Tulsi massage my feet. So Tulsi is speaking now. I come running so quickly. No, Radharani said, I'm running so quickly for Abhisar, I hurt my feet. So how much affection Radharani shows for her mates or Manjari. And so now in Sakarup, Das Goswami loses that vision of Leela, and he prays for Radharani. Oh, Swamini. Swamini means Radharani. Means my mistress, my queen, my everything. When will I get a drop of this experience of your mercy in a dream or in a vision or when I'm doing Leela Smaran? So if a devotee's heart breaks, because one is not having such experience, one's heart breaks if he or she doesn't have experience of the ocean of mercy, like it's explained here. To get this fortune from Radharani, one has to surrender to her lotus feet. Das Goswami gives the example of being absorbed in Radharani and surrendering to Radharani. In verse 96, no, it's not 96. It's in Vishakananda Stotram from Stavavali. It's a famous prayer, a lot of people have memorized it. It's pretty easy. He's saying, in my memory, my eyes, everything, in my words, I want to remember Radharani. Vajami Radham, Aravinda Netram, Smarami Radham, Madhurasitasyam, Vadami Radham, Karuna Brahadram, Tataman Yasti Katirna Kapi. Says, I want the translation. I worship Radharani, who has lotus eyes. I remember Radharani, whose face is sweetly smiling. I only speak about Radharani, and Radharani melts with compassion. Thus I have no other shelter or no other goal in life than Radharani. So that was just one small point. Now we'll do text 83. Vilapa Kusumanjali, text 83. Hey now Sri Radhe, hey now Sri Radhe, Tava Surya Bhakti, Kalasamutpana, Itakutosi, Itivaroshan, Mukaralabanti, Sudeva Kimma, Sukha Yeshiti. This is a very interesting verse. It describes Mukara Vakya, the speech of Mukara. Mukara is Radharani's grandmother, her mother's mother. That's called what, your nanny or what?
Your nanny.
Nani. So Mukara says, hey Natri. Natri means granddaughter. Hey Natri. The time has come to do Puja Suryadev. Where are you? She came to her bedroom in Varsana, but she's asking where she is because she's a little blind. Because sleeping, there's two people sleeping in that room. There's two beds in that room. One bed is for Vishaka, one bed is for Radharani. So she sees two girls and she doesn't know which one. She can't recognize her granddaughter. Where are you? There's some Manjaris running around also, so she can't figure out which was my granddaughter. They're real blind, you know. Like I look at you and say, go in there and say, Madhuri. I look at you and say, go in there. It's not working, it's not working. So then Das Goswami says in Manjari Sri, when I hear these angry words of Mukara, they'll sound like nectar to me and make me happy. Because it says Roshan Mukara Lapanti. Roshan Mukara Lapanti. Roshan means anger. Rosh and cope and rosh. Like Kopavan means angry room. So Roshan means angry. Lapanti means words. So Mukara is speaking angry words. It sounds angry because all the people I speak, they're really they're angry all the time. They're really rough speech when they get old, you know. So people think that old man's angry, but it's just the way he's speaking. Hey, do this, do that, do this. God, what's that guy's trouble? But she says this Roshan is Sudha. Radha Sudhini, this is nectar. Why is it nectar? You have to think. Of course, we revealed in the commentary. But when we read, we should also read like we're giving commentary. Giving commentary means trying to deeply enter into the meaning of the sloka and the lila to derive an understanding, to benefit and deepen our absorption and attachment to Radha and Krishna. So, on one side it's angry words, but anger makes someone feel like they're getting nectar. So next time your husband yells at you, oh, this is nectar. Oh, nectar. So generally when we're getting yelled at or someone's speaking harsh or angry words, We don't say, oh, nice. But I say, you're so beautiful and you're dressed so pretty and yeah, nice. Tell me more. It was like nectar pouring in my ear. I like that. So Tulsi Manjari is saying angry words to the grandmother, picking on the granddaughter, are like nectar, Sudha. Why is that?
Unless you are close, you don't get chastised.
You're missing the point. You see, when you read everything about Radharani and Krishna, if you read about Radharani, then you have to draw the line to Krishna. Radharani's line goes to Krishna's heart. If you're reading something about Radharani, you have to find the line that goes to Krishna's heart.
Because the yellow garment.
Ah, you jerk. Everybody knows about that. That's nothing. The idea that Tulsi Manjari is thinking these words are nectar because by Mukher's arrangement, Mukher's arranging with her angry words. Hey, get up! Why are you sleeping? The sun's already risen. Why are you still sleeping? You lazy bum! This is your beauty rest. Get up! Because Mukher is helping Radharani go for Sri Puj, which means she'll spend 6 hours in Radhakunj in the loving embrace of Krishna. Jai Jai Sri Radhe, Ananda Shri Krishna ki. So when you're reading about Radharani, where is the line going to Krishna? If Radharani's there, where is Krishna? He's on the next page, he's on the same page, he's on the same line, in the same word. You have to find it. You don't have to get everything spoon-fed. Sometimes the baby stops eating spoon-fed food. He starts controlling the spoon and stuff. Your mother's going, and she makes these, she goes like this with the spoon, like an airplane. Open up, and they come and make a joke, like the kid get used to eating with a spoon. And then he said, get out of here. Baby thing's over now. I'm a big guy now. So, you don't want to get everything spoon-fed in the tika and commentary. You should turn on and wake up and turn on your thinking and meditative brain to try to find out what's going on here. Angry words are nectar. How is it nectar? Who, what, when, where, why, how? All these questions should always be bouncing in our mind when we read about Leela. Who's going on? Where's Krishna? Where am I? What am I doing? And how is it? And where is it? And why is it? When is it? When is this? When is this Leela?
Morning.
Morning means what?
6 o'clock.
Pratak Leela. What time?
6 to 8:24.
6 a.m. to
8:24.
8:24 a.m. Correct. So basically, who's the players here? Who's the Vibhav Premashraya? Radharani. Who else? So there's Mukher there, there's Radharani there, there's Tulsi Manjari there for sure, and Vishaka Sakhi for sure. So now let's see how the Leela goes. In this last verse, Das Goswami and absorbed the Manjari through was doing Charan Seva, massaging Radharani's feet, and having a beautiful darshan and heart blooming with ecstasy, being singled out and chosen particularly by Radharani to massage his feet, massage her feet. So in this verse, she gets to hear Mukra Rosha Vakya, Mukra Krodi Vakya, Mukra's angry words. Hey, wake up, get up, what are you doing? No, what are you doing? Why are you sitting so like, oh. It's just old people way of talking, but it sounds so like angry. Hey, why are you sitting so like? So Radharani has spent the whole night with Krishna. Now she just got back home 5 minutes ago. And Mukher goes to her bedroom and exclaims, "Oh Radharani, oh granddaughter, why are you still sleeping? The sun has already risen. Don't you notice today's Sunday? Everybody's already awake. Quick again, prepare yourself for Surya Puja." These angry words sound like nectar to Radharani's maidservant. Because by going out for worship, Radharani will meet Krishna Radhakunj and play all kinds of blissful pastimes with Krishna. one of the 108 names for Radharani. Actually, many times in the commentaries of Raghunatha Das Babaji's books, he refers to the 108, the Radharani Ashtatara Sata, Ashtatara Sata Na Radharani Mahima by Raghunatha Das Goswami in Stavavali. It's a very important prayer. I printed out, I put it in my nectar book, Shloka book, A4 size book, a different book I have. And every Ekadasi and Dwadasi I chant, because I can't remember, it's quite long. Because 108 names are like 6 or 8 Sanskrit words to describe one name, one description. So it's a lot of words to memorize. But every Ekadasi and Dwadasi, I recite these 108 names for Radharani because he says it's very important in bhajan because you have darshan Radharani if you do it. So that's a good idea. So this is 108 names. Mukara Drik Sudha Nautri. Radharani is the nectar-like granddaughter for Mukara's eyes. Drik means see, eyes. So for Mukara's eyes, whatever she can see, as much nectar as she can see, her granddaughter's nectar is Sudha. So one of Radharani's name is that granddaughter that gives nectar to her grandmother. Of course, that's true with every grandmother. Every grandmother, when she sees a granddaughter, she goes crazy. And she's so happy and to see. So Mukha is externally unfavorable, but within her heart, she hopes that Radha will meet with Krishna. Actually, Mukha, the village of the grandmother Mukha is 1 kilometer from here. It's a famous village. Many Brahmins live there. When Vishaka, see, Vishaka is there. When Vishaka hears Mukha's angry words and sees her standing at the entrance to Radharani's bedroom, she gets up from bed and says, "Saki, real quick, get up." Srimati's lying fast asleep in bed, exhausted from her loving pastime with Krishna the previous night. She looks like a royal swan rising and falling in the waves of a lake. When Vishaka and Mukha disturb her like that, she wakes up with a shock. That's a really amazing word. What? Where am I? A shock. Wake up with a shock. Wow. That's the way to wake up with. And then she dozes off again. She wakes up and thinks, "Oh my God, good night." When Tulsi knows that her time to serve comes, she comes in and starts gently massaging Radharani's feet to stimulate her to wake up. Radharani slowly wakes up and sits up in bed. Suddenly Mukha becomes doubtful when she sees a yellow shadow lying on Radharani. Last night she saw it on Krishna's body. And she said, "Hey, Ari, Vishaka, what is this? I saw Krishna wearing this same yellow shirt last night. Now I see it on yours." He doesn't say my granddaughter. It's not my granddaughter. I see it on your Saki's body. It's her granddaughter. She's not admitting that. My granddaughter would never do such a thing as this. It's your Saki, not my granddaughter. What's this yellow shirt? Your Saki. Oh, my Saki is your grandmother. Your granddaughter. No, not today. Oh, what kind of behavior is this for a pure housewife? Sati Patni. Vishaka is shocked. Now Vishaka is shocked. Everyone's getting shocked because she's Vishaka. She's no different. Vishaka is no branch. So Radharani's in shock, and a few minutes later, Vishaka's going to go shock. Radharani's in shock because wake being woken up. And now Vishaka's in shock because Radharani's going to get caught. Get busted by her grandmother. So, the red alert, all the bells are ringing and lights are going off at Vishaka's head, you know. But quickly she regains her presence of mind and says, "Oh, Mukherjee, you're an old blind woman. Don't you see the red rays of the morning sun are shining through the window, making Radharani's blue cloth look like golden? It's an hallucination you're having. We also make mistakes sometimes, what to speak of you. Don't vainly pollute the reputation of our Saki." You didn't say your granddaughter. She's continuing with the line of idea, you know. She stopped being your grandmother. She's your Saki and our Saki. You know. And then Vishaka, just to remind Mukra who Radharani is, our Saki was the crown jewel of all chaste girls. What's that? You know, Saki Sati Shiravani Larki, or whatever, you know, whatever, girls. While Mukra pays attention to Vishaka's words, Sasimanjali, in other words, Vishaka is distracting Mukra, looking at her, and behind Vishaka's back, Sasimanjali is switching cloth, pulling that yellow cloth away, putting blue. Then when Mukra looks away from Vishaka's face, and Vishaka looks out of the corner eye and sees the cloth has been switched. Look, Mukra, see the cloth. Oh, it is blue. And Mukra becomes very, very embarrassed, and she shyly runs out of the room. So what would happen if Chatila saw this? That's the question. No answer. So that's a little, let's see what, somebody has to tell me when it's 4 o'clock, so I don't know o'clock. It's a while. So let's see. Oh Radhe, our granddaughter, the time has come to worship Sri Radhe. Where are you, says Mukra. These angry words of Mukra sound like nectar to Sasimanjali and make her happy. So this often a reoccurring point of bhajan in the purports of Raghunatha Babaji. And I was just reading this morning in Lagu Bhagavatamrita by Rupa Goswami. He has a verse there in his own Sanskrit. He describes the repetition of an important point is a way to memorization. So these are important points in bhajan, so they're often repeated by the great Rasik Jan Anantas Babaji Maharaj. So he described the point that he's talking about is Utsaha, which is in the 4th verse of Upadeshamrita. Utsaha Nishyatarya. Is it 4th verse? Utsaha, enthusiasm, eagerness. 3rd verse. Utsaha. Utsaha means enthusiasm, but the point he's making is eagerness, which is ukantita, really. And then he describes this quality in this section of the purport. The necessity for eagerness in bhakti bhajan. One should become very anxious for directly attaining Radharani and Krishna. In order to keep this eagerness alive, Radharani does not so easily show herself to the sadhaka, to the loving devotee. When sadhana bhakti becomes filled with eagerness for Radharani and Krishna, it will mature into prema. So the basis of prema is achieved by a lifetime of eagerness. 1 lifetime of eager bhajan, 2 lifetimes of eager bhajan, 3 lifetimes. Who can tell how many lifetimes? It can happen in 1 lifetime. Eagerness. Eagerness to attain Radharani and Krishna. So in order to keep this eagerness alive, Radharani does not show herself so easily or so quickly to a loving devotee. Just as it is true that we get whatever we're really eager for, that's what he says. I don't know about that. Anyway, that's what he said. Certainly it's true, we cannot enjoy something before we become eager for it, even if we already attained it. The heart of a sadhaka must be filled with eagerness, for eagerness is the heart of devotion. I'll repeat that. He says, what is the heart of devotion? What is the heart of bhakti? Heart of bhakti beats on the energy of eagerness. No eagerness, your heart's beating pretty slow. Have a slow heartbeat. Boom. Means you're not very quote unquote fired up. Boom. It's like my heart is very slow. When I really take my heartbeat is 52, 54, especially 72 or so. Even when I was in my most quote unquote athletic situation, my heartbeat was 60. It's slow. Now it's really slow, and pretty soon we dead slow. Horrible. It's slower is good night. But anyway, it's still going so far. So he asks what else he says about eagerness. So eagerness is the heart of devotion. Without a feeling of eagerness, there's no taste for bhajan. Without taste, bhajan is dead or just like dead. Just like in the use of a common analogy. A person has a great thirst for cold water in the summer, but not in the winter. Similarly, every sadhaka collects so many nectar-filled books. And we have been initiated in such beautiful ecstatic mantras, Gopal mantra, Kam Gayatri. But if there's no taste for these mantras and no taste for these books within us, these mantras and these nectar books will not appear very nice to us. So we should have intense eagerness. He said the beloved deity, which means for us we'll just say Radharani and Krishna, they remain at a distance to watch the devotee's eagerness. So that we can't see them, we can't see Radha and Krishna directly, Sakshat Darshan, but they're seeing us. Just like in Ras Lila when Krishna left the gopis, and then they tried Gopi Gita chapter 31, in the commentary to Vishwanath, he said Krishna was hiding behind the bushes, hearing their every love-filled word. Gopis were crying out their hearts. It's called Gopi Gita, chapter 31 and 10th canto of Bhagavatam, crying their heart out in Nam Sankirtan of different loving shlokas in Sanskrit. We're all loving, crying prayers for Krishna to come back and accept their seva. They're crying to serve Krishna, not crying for their own happiness. They knew Krishna was missing them, and they knew Krishna would want to enjoy them and enjoy their service. So they knew he was suffering without them. So they're crying because they don't like to see Krishna suffer. But Krishna was hearing it every word and looking, hidden place, hiding behind the bushes, listening. So in the same way, the Krishna is observing Radharani and all the gopis. So Radha and Krishna are observing the sadhakas that are doing bhajan with the sankalpa to attain their loving service. they're watching and saying, you really want us? You're really eager for us? Are you more eager to stay in this world? This is the question. Where does our eagerness lie? Does our eagerness lie? Because wherever your eagerness is, that's where your attachments are. So if you're eager for the material world, your attachments are for the material world. If you're eager for Krishna and Radharani, then all your attachments and all your activities will be connected with them. So he's saying that Radha and Krishna remain at a distance, enjoying the view, enjoying the eagerness of their devotees without revealing themselves. Sometimes Krishna gives, Radharani gives a small darshan of themselves to the sadhaka. And that can come in different ways and with different devotees. What is that darshan? How does that darshan take shape? As in the case of Leela Suk, Vilapa Thakur, who wrote Krishna Karanamrita, Krishna would sometimes give his darshan to him. He was blind, so he couldn't see him with his physical eyes, but he saw him with the eyes of his heart. They wrote about what he saw. Because Krishna appears in the heart, or appears in the mind, or appears in the senses also. It's called Sakshat Dristi, Sakshat Darshan. So, once with Vilapa Thakur, Krishna Gopal revealed himself. He said, I've been with you. I've been watching you. I heard all your anxious crying for me. So all these brief or short visions or experiences of Radha and Krishna will bring the sadhaka forward on the path of Bhakti Bhajan and eventually bring one to the level of specific experiences. The sadhaka's target should be the activities of the target. I don't think it's the right word. The sadhaka's example should be the activities of the acharyas. So what do the acharyas do? They studied Shastra, they spoke Harikatha, they listened to Harikatha, they did Kirtan, Hare Krishna Kirtan, Nam Kirtan, they chanted Hare Krishna Japa, they visited the holy places, they took Snan and Yamuna and Radhakund and other places. They wrote books, and they established deities, they did puja, they did worship, they did so many activities. So what the 6 Goswamis did, the devotees today are also doing, following their footsteps. So the last point is made in verse 83 of Vilapa Kusumanjali by Raghunatha Das Goswami Maharaj. His pride, because we know that pride is one of the main things that Lord Chaitanya doesn't like. And Gaudiya Vaishnava and pride don't go well together. In the 16th chapter of Gita, Krishna describes Asura Sampad, the qualities of the non-devotee, an atheist, a Pashandi. They say demon, but it just means atheist, a non-believer person. Persons that don't believe in God, they're generally very proud. Even they have a phrase in America from eternal time, the pauper is proud of his penny. Pauper is an old English word. Pauper means poor person, I guess. P-A-U-P-E-R. Pauper is not proper. I guess. It's okay, it's good to be poor. Nishkinchan Sada is quite proper. Anyway, so you can be poor, but you can think you're the richest bum on the street. I'm a rich bum. So pride is a very vicious quality. So Lord Chaitanya directly addressed this in Shikshastakam. Tree not a piece in each, we should be more humble than a blade of grass. So a blade of grass is dry grass, not even fresh grass, not growing grass. It's dead, some dry piece of straw lying on the street. Dogs pee on the straw and cars run over the straw. Everybody steps on the straw. Nobody cares anything what's happening to the straw. It gets rained on, gets anything happening to it, blows here and there, it gets run over. No one cares about a straw. So that's the kind of ego we should have. You get run over, you get this or that, but you don't react. You don't get angry. You stay humble, stay non-reactive, non-responsive, because you have a higher taste. You have a taste of bhakti. So pride is not appreciated, but we get the spiritual world. There's all kinds of pride there. There's all kinds of pride. It's called Saubhagyavan. Saubhagyavan means very good man. Man means pride. Mahanidhi Kirtaniya Stavavali. We should be free from pride and offer honor and pride to others. So this section, Anandasi is describing the Manjari's pride, the pride of a Manjari. What is the source of a Manjari's pride?
Her belonging to Radharani.
What?
Her belonging to Radharani.
Radharani is the Krishna always favors Radharani. Radharani is the one who controls Krishna.
Radharani is number one.
Number one, yeah, that is the pride.
Simple way to say it. There's 3 billion numbers, So number one, if you're one of 3 billion, how you say that guy who loves the girls, you're 1 in a million. Only a million? In Krishna, Radharani is 1 in 3 billion. Oh, you're 1 in 5 billion. Okay, that's better. So, the Manjari's pride is the glories of Radharani. This is what Raghunatha Das Goswami is telling. The main servant, the Manjari, is very proud of Radharani's glories. Gune Kore Man Pagal. This is the Manjari praying. Radharani, your glories make me mad. That's pretty cool. Go mad over so many glories. You usually go mad with envy. If somebody else got a lot of stuff you don't have, you go mad. Sure, you go puggle with envy. She has so much money. She has so much nice clothes. She has just a fancy Ferrari. I have a cheap Porsche. Oh, Ferrari is 100 times more costly than a Porsche. Porsche is cheap for a Ferrari. Yeah, this tin can called Porsche, So Manjari's pride is Radharani's Gune Koi Man Pagal. Man means mind. My mind goes crazy when I think of your qualities. So Stavavali by Rupa Goswami and Stavavali are filled with Radharani's sweet glories. Rupa Goswami describes the 25 qualities of Radharani, Ujjwal Nilamani. This very nice point. So throughout his books, throughout his purports of his books, Raghunatha Das Babaji gives very important tips for bhajan. We can call them bhajan tips. Like if some famous cook writes a cookbook, in the recipes, there's so many tips they'll give in the recipes. Well, when you make the chance, make sure you do like this or that. Oh, I never thought of that. So because chefs have all kinds of tricks up their sleeves, So he's a great Vajanandi, Raghunatha Das Babaji Maharaj, a great Bhajan Sadhak, I should say, Bhajan Sadhak. And he has accomplished, attained perfection in his bhajan. So throughout his books, he gives hints how he got there. What did he read? What did he study? What did he focus on to get to get the perfection he attained? So here he's giving out. He's very clear. It's like a timpani drum, a dundubi drum, a kettle drum, loudly announcing, "This is important. This is important." Red lights to go off. He said, "This is what he says." Gopal Swami describes Radharani's 25 qualities. To help sadhakas get acquainted with Radharani's qualities by describing them. This should be especially discussed and relished by Raghunatha sadhakas of Manjari Bhav. Who's that? Does that sound like anybody around here? What are they talking about? Oh yeah, the shoe fits wear it. Hey, that's us. Well, what are the 25 qualities? I didn't know. Never read them, I don't even know them. So he's making a point that this is important. You got those highlighters, red for red, yellow, the underline that. I don't know. It's too kiddish. I underline it with pen, but not that way. So they should be discussed and relished by practitioners of Manjari Bhav. Actually, I was going to bring a paper out with 25 qualities. I couldn't find it. It's in one of my notebooks. I mean, it's A4 size. I put it in Radharani or Stavavali somewhere. I didn't have time to go through where it is. But I did it already, and I discussed so many times, different times, with different groups of devotees. And it's very nice to talk about. Usually on Radharani, all this stuff kind of comes out, But that's good. It's very good. Radharani to always describe and talk about Radharani's 25 qualities. That's the subject to discuss on Radharani. But for Raghunatha Bhakta's the subject every day is Radharani. For us, every day is Radharani. So every day we should be thinking and speaking about Radharani. I got a letter from some devotee overseas, Indian devotee overseas, an ISKCON devotee, and they're doing Harinam every day and morning program, all that stuff. So, and they're telling me all they're doing Harinam and chanting and all that stuff. So I don't know what to say because I don't know them very well. I said, anyway, but make sure you read about Radha Krishna Lila every day. I didn't know what all they were doing, but so I got a letter back from the person. They said, "Oh, thanks. That's a good reminder. Okay, I'll make it a point. I promise you, Maharaj. From this day forward, every day I'll read about Radha Krishna." I thought, that's funny. Why you don't know that's the goal of life? You don't know that's what you should be doing every day? You're that far out? I mean, they're really far away, geography-wise. They're a very far away country where this person is. So I was a little amazed that because they've been a devotee initiated over 10 years. Gaudiya Vaishnava. But I don't think anybody lives in Vrindavan and Radhakund. They focus, thank God. Anyway, that's it for the verse 82. So, I mean, I guess that was 83. So it's it.
Quality Guru.
They're there. Ushuniyamani. What do you want to say?
Any quality described there?
No qualities are described yet. It just says you should study them and discuss them among yourselves. Print them out, put them on the refrigerator, and have a quiz every dinner time. Say, tell me the third quality, fourth quality. It's like when he grew up, he used to run through the house, and his father was always reciting Gita and Bhagavatam. So he learned Gita verse just running from the yard to the kitchen, eat some cookies and milk, run out. You hear the verse, and that's how he learned Gita. He never sat down and studied the verses, just heard his father chanting all the time. So you always chant Radharani's 25 qualities, and Chota Baba learned them, So text 84, Vilapa Kusumanjali. So the last verse in 83 was Mukara Vakya, and verse 84 is Radharani Vakya. So in the previous verse, Tulsi Manjari is hankering to hear the words of Grandma Mukara, Her angry words are nectar, Shuddha. So what are Radharani's words? They were Shuddha, but Radharani's words are Piyusha. So what's the difference between Shuddha and Piyusha? They have to have some Sanskrit knowledge. But every word has different depths of meaning. Because Piyusha means nectar, and Shuddha means nectar, and Amrit means nectar. Just like you say friend. You say Mitra, Bandhu, Surit. So they're different, they all mean friend, but they mean different degrees of friend. Surit means heartily friend who will do anything to help you. And who gives you good advice. It's called a Surit. Rit means heart. Su means he has a good heart. He has a good heart. He's always giving you good advice. This is the kind of friend. Some friends, hi, how are you, this, that. But this friend, he or she is very perceptive into your life. And when they speak to you, they give you good advice to help your life. So this is Surit. The Mitra is just hi-bye friend. Hi-bye friend, Mitra. And Bandhu is like a relative, 10th cousin of the Bandhu. A friend, social friend. Anyway, they're all explained in Sanskrit. So we had the last verse that said, Mukura's angry words. Her angry words is like Shuddha. Radharani's Devi Bhasha. What does Radharani speak? Devi Bhasha. We have Braj Bhasha, we have Hindi Bhasha, Swiss Bhasha, German Bhasha, and Greece Bhasha. We have Devi Bhasha. Devi Vasita Piyusham, Svita Karpura Vasitam, Shotabhyam Nayanabhyam Te, Kim tu Sevishyate Maya. Oh Devi Radharani, when can I, it's interesting, because I was saying earlier we serve Radha and Krishna with our Panch Indriya, our Panch Karma Indriya, our Panch Jnana Indriya. All our senses we engage in Krishna's service. So sometimes Manjaris are doing service with their ears. Just their ears are listening to the love talks of Radha and Krishna. And maybe not just sitting outside the kunj waiting to do seva. They're on call. They're looking, but they're listening, and they're not doing any seva. Their hands aren't doing it, they're not doing anything. Well, are they not doing it? But they're serving with their ears, and their heart, and their mind. Of course, they're rooting for Radharani also. And in the love battles, I don't want Krishna to win. No way. When a love battle goes on, Krishna has to lose. So if Krishna started to lose, if Radharani started to lose, and Krishna started to defeat Radharani in love battle, then a Manjari will run in that couldn't say, Jatila's coming. So say something to distract Krishna, make him fall off the bed. Why did he fall off the bed? Then Radharani will get the upper hand, jump on top of Krishna, and then the Manjari will walk out and say, oh, just kidding. And now Radharani's winning the battle. And when Krishna's fighting Radharani, the Manjari pulls really slow on the fan. Pulls really slow on the ceiling fan from outside the kunj. So it's moving really slow. So Krishna's not feeling very comfortable. Because, you know, if you have an AC room and you're with your wife, it's, you know, more better, you know. If it's the middle of summer, no AC, it's a little austere, you know, to be in hell and try to be in heaven at the same time. So, Manjaris are very tricky, they're very naughty, remember? So they're pulling in the ceiling fan, and Krishna's trying to enjoy it, he's sweating like a dog, you know? And the Manjaris are moving the fan super slow. Because when you get really hot and sweat out, you get fatigued, you don't have any strength. With AC, you turn down at 18 degrees, you know? Because you got to compensate for it, you know? So, you know, differential, hot and cold, you know? So then you keep your energy level up in the cold, you know? Nobody ever, you know, So when Radharani's winning the battles, Manjari's winning the fast, like super fast AC, you know. Super cool, they have all these dials on AC, super cool, fast cool, heavy cool, all of a sudden. So Manjari's totally relaxed, cool. So she's saying, hey David, when can I serve your nectar words with my ears? So, on behalf of her ears, Tulsi Manjari's praying to Radharani, Radharani, my ears want to serve you. Well, what? What do your ears want? Radharani said, what do your ears want? My ears want Devi Vasha Piyusham. Oh, you want Devi Vasha? Okay. So she's, Tulsi Manjari's praying, can I serve your nectarine words with my ears and your camphor-scented smile with my eyes? Svita Karpura Vasitam. What a beautiful smile. Like, can you imagine saying, like sometimes in America that's a very common word 100 years ago. You have a cool smile. You usually say you have a pretty smile, you have a beautiful smile. You have a cool smile. So Manjari is seeing Radharani's smile is like camphor. Because what does it do? It puts out the fire of Krishna's lust. Because the opposite of heat is cold. You have a fire, you put water on it. So Krishna's heart is on fire with lust for Radharani. Lust means intense attachment and attraction. So Radharani smiles. Her smile is like a refreshing, cool breeze. You know, it's like karpura, Svita Karpura. What an amazing description of a smile. It's like if someone is running through a desert and wandering through a desert looking for water. And all of a sudden someone brings some water. So Krishna, he's burning in a desert of lust, and he's running through the forest, waiting to meet Radharani. And when he gets to Kunj, Radharani looks at him and smiles. And he feels all since the smile from Radharani, he feels all relieved. It only takes a smile from a beloved. If someone is in love with someone, they just see what smile. They don't touch the beloved, they don't kiss the beloved, they don't embrace the beloved, they don't do anything. Just get a smile, and all your anxiety, all your disturbance, all your unhappiness disappears in a second, just with a beautiful smile. It's such a cooling, soothing, refreshing, relaxing smile. So it's called Smita Karpura Vasitam. So I want to serve your words with my ears. I want to serve your smile with my eyes. I want to see your Sritam Karpura, fragrant, cooling smile when you glance at Krishna, when you rise at the Kunja. You've been a Vasik Sajika Nayaka, a heroine waiting in the Kunja to meet Krishna. And he steps in the doorway of the Kunja, and you see him sitting on the flower bed, you're sitting on the flower bed, and you glance at him and smile. And Krishna feels, oh, now I'm home. Home is where your heart is. So Krishna's heart is in Radharani's heart. So these words are so beautiful in this verse. Devi Vashita Piyusham, Devi Vasha, the words of Radharani, the poetry of Radharani, the songs of Radharani, the love travels of Radharani, the Surata Katamrita of Radharani, it's all Piyusham, it's all nectar. And her smile is like camphor. It says seva. When my ears and eyes, when can I do this seva? When will this seva be done by my ears and eyes? So we can imagine as sadhakas following in the footsteps. It's called Anugatya, Bhajan Anugatya. Everyone Rag Marg and Madhurati, Stairati and Madhurati is Anugatya, Bhajan Anugatya, Tulsi Manjari, Raghunatha Das Goswami. And Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari also. But for us, the Radharani, and especially for those in the Manjari Bhav, they're very much indebted to Rupa Manjari and Tulsi Manjari, who is sometimes called Rati Manjari, and Gauraganadas Deepika, Kavi Karnapur refers to him as that. But generally in the Samaj and the books of the Goswamis and commentators, they call Das Goswami Tulsi Manjari. So we're following his footsteps. So he wants to serve Radharani with his ears. He wants to hear Devi Vasha. So we want to hear Devi Vasha also. And with our eyes, we want to see Smita Kapur. We want to see the Kapur smile of Radharani also. So let's see the Leela. What time is it?
2 minutes more.
2 minutes more. Well, we'll see, we read the Leela here. After Tulsi Manjari, in her sporty meditation on Nitya Leela, relished Mukura's nectaring words. Now Tulsi wants to relish the nectar Radhika's words. Devi Bhasha Piyusham. So Tulsi says, Radhe, I want to see your smile and hear your reply to Mukura. So this is Radharani's Devi Bhasha Piyusham reply to the Mukura Sutta. Or Piyusha is a reply to the Sutta. When I see and hear you smile and talk at the same time. If someone drinks water mixed with camphor, it pleases both his nose and his tongue. Similarly, both my eyes and my ears will understand your words. The face is the index of the mind. You can measure the mind by seeing the face. Those words that are not revealed through the heart are revealed through a smile. I don't think this is directly, I think the English is mistaken here. Those words that are not revealed through the mouth are revealed through a smile. Srimati Radharani is the embodiment of love. No one will argue that. Das Goswami, Tulsi Manjari continues. O Radharani, your words defeat the taste of nectar thousands of times. I will drink the nectar of your Devi Bhasha through my ears and through my eyes. One may ask a question here. Oh Tulsi, words are formless. How can you see words? How can Tulsi see words? This is a secret. So, how does it work? Nanda said. Well, actually, Nanda Gopal Goswami, this is all narrated by Nanda Gopal Goswami. Nanda Gopal Goswami says, there's a secret. Tulsi makes Radharani meet Krishna at Kunj. But Srimati Radharani shows an unwilling attitude and tells Krishna, don't touch me. But when she says don't touch me, she's smiling. Seeing this, Tulsi understands. Her mouth says, don't touch me. But it seems that she's saying, touch me. Her yes has thus swallowed her no. In this way, the words don't touch me are audible, but the words touch me are visible in the eyes. And the smile also. In this way, Tulsi sees and hears words at the same time. And thus, Tulsi Manjari makes Shamsundar embrace Radharani by giving a hint with her eyes. We'll continue tomorrow with the Leela. So meditate on that. The Tulsi Manjari's seva was bringing Radha and Krishna together, as we always say. So now Krishna got to the Kunj, arrived in the Kunj, Radharani showing a Bamya Bhav, unfavorable attitude, and Tulsi Manjari is a little worried and concerned because Krishna is so excited, and so she's very minutely paying attention to Radharani's every move, every emotion. She's one with Radharani's heart. She's bobbed it up with Radharani's heart, so she's feeling every minute, every second what Radharani is feeling. So she sees Radharani says, "Don't touch me," and Tulsi Manjari says, "Don't touch me? Is that what you really mean?" And she looks at her face and looks her eyes, and she's lightning fast calculator. She had Intel inside, Intel inside. Lithium, platinum processor. So Manjari knows before Krishna can figure it out, because Krishna's a little slow. It's Pashabhuti, Pashabhuti means the animal brain, a little slow thinking, not quick on the talk, No, Mercury's weak, The Buddha Grand Kamjor, the Buddha Grand Dosh, your brain doesn't work, isn't fast, But Buddha is fast, and then you speak fast and think fast. So Manjari's a lightning fast computer. So she's saying no. But so Krishna said hers no. So Krishna's like unhappy. So Krishna looks at Tulsi, what's going on? Because Tulsi's a go-between. Tulsi's a matchmaker. So the Manjari's a matchmaker. So she says no. Oh no. She says no, don't touch me. So I'm pretty convincing. But it looks at Manjari. Do it. Okay. Then Krishna's eyes had two thumbs up. When the Manjari looks at Krishna's eyes, he's two thumbs up, and then the next thing is, Jai Jai Sri Radhe.